You may have noticed something different at NFL training camps this year. Offensive and defensive linemen, plus tight ends and linebackers, have been wearing Guardian caps, and they're going to do that until the second preseason game as the league looks to reduce the risk of head injuries. But what exactly is a Guardian cap? Well, we spoke to a couple of the NFL's experts to find out.
We've done some work with a company called Guardian Cap over the past couple of years, shared with them a lot of information about NFL impacts, the sorts of impacts our players feel. And Guardian Cap designed a cap for NFL use that mitigates some of the forces that players feel.
What you can see is it's a layer of padding, and it's a layer of padding that attaches over the shell to the helmet using a series of straps.
So if one player is wearing the Guardian Cap, that absorbs about 10% more force if he's hit in the head. If both players are wearing it when they come in contact with each other, it's 20% or more of the force is impacted. So in high stress positions like offensive and defensive line where they're hitting their heads somewhat frequently during the course of practice, we're taking away a lot of the forces before they get transferred to the helmet and to the head.
Our goal with mandating that players wear the Guardian Cap was that it reduces the severity of impacts. Therefore, we targeted those positions that have the most impacts per play, per game, per practice.
We said, okay, well, if we're going to use this league-wide for the first time, let's find the place where it could have the most application, and that would be at the first couple of weeks of training camp. It's a very intense period of time. Coaches are installing their offenses, teams are practicing for real at live speed like they are behind us. And so we see more and more of the head impacts during that period of time, especially along the line.
What we determined was that in practices in general, there would be a benefit from wearing the Guardian Cap. So we would encourage that it's worn year-round, even though the mandate only covers the first 2 weeks.
The players have said, well, it doesn't weigh that much, it doesn't really affect me very much, so it just takes a little getting used to looking in the mirror, which is the downside. It looks a little bit different. And that's fine. We knew that there would be a little bit of that. And one of the reasons that we wanted to go just for the first couple weeks of training camp is to get feedback from the players. Does it affect their performance? How is the adjustment? Do they have any suggestions for how to change it? Because it's really been a good collaboration, not just with the players on the field, but with the Players Association as a whole, who have contributed to the scientific research around it. And so we'll take the learnings from this year and apply it to whatever we choose to do next year.
No piece of protective equipment can eliminate concussions. But what this does, and what we've shown in the laboratory, is it reduces the severity of impacts.
We're always looking for ways to benefit the health and safety of the players. Sometimes something looks a little bit different, a little bit new. Stick with us. It's a good collaboration between the NFL and the Players Association. Everybody has the players' interests at heart. There are long-term benefit to their health, short-term benefit to prevent concussion or any other injuries, and so we will try anything to advance health and safety, and that's in that spirit.